Hello, Intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my links are down below. For those of you who are watching me after the live stream and you would like to be part of my channel, well, all you need to do or join our Lexa Tarot community, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts. Please remember, intuitive friends, that all the messages that I channel here are for entertainment purposes only. Today, this is a $9.99 reading. This is not a free reading. However, if you would like to participate or join, just make sure that you read the description box. All the information is there, as well as in the chat. For those of you who are interested in a 10-minute reading focusing on let's spill the tea, what's going on with fill in the blank, then you are more than welcome to join and to be part of the $9.99 super chat live. Again, this is not a free reading. It is a $9.99 super chat live for 10 minutes, focusing on a specific area that you would like to focus on. I'll review all the excuse me. I will review all that information in a minute, but first, intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at your August readings, as well as all the timeless pick a card reading, bonus messages, readings that I have on the playlist, monthly playlist. There you will find the August readings. For those of you who are interested in finding out more in regards to the quarterly reading for 2026, then feel free to take a look at those readings on the bonus messages playlist. Singles readings are in the singles playlist. Couples readings are in the couples playlist. No contact readings are in the no contact playlist. So there's lots to take a look and be part of the channel in many different ways. If you are unable to participate in the $9.99 super chat live, sorry, intuitive friends. That's the reason why I haven't been on as much. I was definitely having a cough situation after the Canadian smoke fire situation in New York. All right, intuitive friends, just a reminder, this is not a free reading. There are no refunds, no follow-up questions. It is a straightforward $9.99 USD. So if you are using other type of currency, just make sure that it is equivalent to either $9.99 or $10 USD. It will be a $10 for a 10-minute super chat only, one question reading. Okay. What is possibly going on with fill in the blank? If you're here looking for messages that fit a specific storyline, simply want to hear what you hope will be said, or misinterpret or assign meaning to messages that have never been said, then this channel may not be the right fit for you. Intuitive friends, please take a look at the readings. Please take a look at the legal disclaimer, not readings. Please take a look at please read the legal disclaimer. That's what I meant to say. Please remember, intuitive friends, that readings should never replace professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice or professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment purposes only and are not replacements for getting licensed professional medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice. I want to thank you. So thank you to everyone who approaches the messages with an open mind and heart. I truly appreciate each of you for respecting the process and being a valued part of this community. Now, in Twitter friends, I do have examples in the description box. So you're going to need to take a look at that. So let me review the examples. What's possibly going on with me, and just give me either a first name or an initial. Now, please state if it is a no contact, if it is a new connection, if you've been ghosted, if you are married or in a relationship, or maybe this is a family member, who knows? So if you're asking about a specific person, okay, just feel free to add either it's a no contact, no connection, ghosted, because I use different decks for different readings, okay? That's all I need to know. I don't need to know anything else. If you have a question such as what's possibly going on with my new connection, and then in parentheses, you can write the person's either first name or initial. You could also do that. For those of you who are interested in asking other types of questions, for example, what's possibly going on with my love life? What's possibly going on with my career? What's possibly going on with fill in the blank? Please feel free to do so. However, if it is a person, I do need to know the connection there. If it's a no contact, if it's an ex, whatever. All right. So that being said, hopefully that has been clear enough. Now let me jump into the readings over here. Hello, Beverly60A. Hello, Jazz. What's going on? Thank you so much, Jazz, for your reading. No contact. Okay, thank you so much, Jazzy Bella 87. X, no contact. All right, great. We will take a look at that. Yeah, I was like coughing really badly for a bit. I'm coming along. I feel better. And I think it's also allergy related too, on top of everything else. So I just took my allergy pill. All right, intuitive friends. So my apologies if I'm like coughing up a storm over here, which is why I haven't been on the channel doing lives as much. All right, intuitive friends. Jazzy Bella, let's see what's going on here. So what is possibly going on with S? All right. Jazzy Bella, I want to thank you for being part. Thank you for being part of the Lexa Tarot community. Hello, Shatira. Welcome, my dear. Thank you so much, Shatira, for being part of the membership tier. But also thank you so much for your question. I'll jump into your question as soon as I finish with Jazzy Bella 87. All right, Jazzy Bella 87. Let's see what's possibly going on with S, who is a no contact X. What is this individual up to? What's going on? Let's see what's coming through. Remember, Jazzy Bella 87, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only, and it is a 10-minute reading. So as soon as I start, I'll tell you the time. Well, my time anyway, on my end. And then I'll calculate the 10 minutes after that. All right, so let's see what's going on with S in this no contact X situation here. What's going on with S? What is S up to? What's the T with S? All right, let's take a look. Okay, it's 8:09 here in New York. We have here cross paths. Okay, cross paths. So it's this one here because it's the one that's pointing towards me. All right, so now it's 8:10. Let's start the reading. Cross paths says a mismatch of intentions, clashing perspectives, a journey misled seeks alignment. It seems that first of all, that S and you, that there may have been a misalignment there. Okay, so that's number one. It seems that this person's perspectives on either life, values, morals, belief systems, maybe goals here were different. Okay. Excuse me. I feel this person, not only is this person a no contact, but it feels that this person is very much isolated in his world or in their world or in her world. Okay. I feel that this person not only may have had like a misalignment with you, but I feel that there is this like misalignment with like just people in general. There may be some internal situation, circumstances, or events that is causing this person to feel certain emotions or have certain thoughts here. Because I'm picking up like confusion with this person, okay? Or this individual. Give me more here in regards to what's possibly going on with S. I do feel that S is traveling in his own, I feel like I'm getting this kind of like in his own little world. You know what I mean? So let me see something. What's going on? What is this energy that I'm picking up with S here? With cross paths. There is a sense of like, I'm hearing emptiness inside. Even if this person is like having, you know, a nice life, a good life, but there's something here that feels like a little bit of a void. It's more like internal confusion than anything else, but let me see. It says here, the mirror effect. What frustrates you in others is a reflection of something unhealed within you. Validation, confirmation. I just said I was picking up this energy that it's not just like there was a misalignment with you or there's a misalignment with just, you know, people. It's something within this person. And what's interesting is, although this is the reverse of this card, I'm just going to flip it over just so you could see that it's literally the same position, the same. I mean, it's literally so similar there in these two cards, two different decks, same position, validation, confirmation. This person has something that they have either not healed, decided not to heal, maybe even here focusing on, all this fell out. All right, we'll take it. I wasn't going to, all right. I was only going to take one, but 3 popped out. Actually, 4. Sleep mentality says maintaining balance, resilient mind. Yeah, this person is struggling for internal or inner peace. Okay. There's apology, reconciliation, repairing relationship. Yeah, this person is battling with something inside of themselves. Okay. Something that is not creating some sort of peace. I do feel that there is here a possible third party energy, meaning that whatever issues here, now the third party doesn't have to be a person, although it could very well be a person, but there's some type of runner chaser dynamic here or codependency that this person tends to gravitate to when it comes to other people, situations, circumstances, or events. Okay. There's a battle happening within this person internally that is not allowing this person to have the peace, whether it's emotional peace, mental peace, energetic peace, physical peace, I don't know. I feel that there are times that this person copes with some sort of like nightmares, dreams, things that may come up during their sleep cycle. So whatever this person has difficulty or has had difficulty in healing or leaving behind, it comes up either in their dream or they go to sleep and then they wake up in the middle of the night. There's a sense of restlessness here in regards to this person. Okay. There is a runner chaser dynamic here, whether this person tends to play the chaser component or the runner component. But this person does have codependency issues. So if, for example, this person has a fear of abandonment, they will attract a person who may have a fear of intimacy. So there's that runner chaser. Doesn't have to be that type of dynamic, but codependency there. Giver, taker. Okay. That's what I'm picking up here in regards to this person. Let's see what else is coming through. What's possibly going on here with S? So basically the three different decks are giving that same energy in regards to internal struggle. Excuse me. There may be this sense of a struggle. There could even be something here that this person may have felt has been left unsaid, or listen carefully, this could also be regret or, all right, or someone here feeling like, man, I shouldn't have X, Y, or Z, all right? But whatever it is creating an internal struggle. There is a third party involved here in some way, shape, or form, whether it be a person, whether it be a dynamic, whether it's career, whether it's family, friend, nosy individual, third energy in some way, shape, or form. They lack this person is having issues with stability, period. Okay? They have the first chakra. It makes sense because, like I said, I was feeling some type of internal turmoil. Now, I know what the card says, but this feels like an internal struggle. It's not so much about other people, it's about themselves. See, the thing is when people don't heal or move in a direction of trying to cope, and perhaps here maybe even cope through some type of coping mechanism, whether it's drinking, pills, drugs, whatever it may be, okay, flirting with other people, dating consecutively, whatever the coping mechanism is, the escape, the more a person moves in the direction of trying to gain that internal peace through low vibrational frequency activities or decisions, the more there's that internal struggle. And this is telling me exactly the same thing that I said at the top of the reading. Like I said, it's not about apology. It's about the internal struggle that this person has. Here's the validation confirmation. Two exact positions from two different cards. I'm saying from two different decks. Same thing here. Twins. However, if you look closely, one twin has light eyes, the other twin has dark eyes. So it's not about reconciliation or apology or, oh, this person is boo-hoo-hooing and, kicking themselves in the butt and like, oh, yeah, I can't. No, it's this person is trying to reconcile something within themselves that perhaps this breakup, separation, or divorce has brought into their awareness. Okay? There's lack of stability here within this person. Every single card is coming across talking about an internal struggle or a lack of internal peace. Okay? And that's why you see the pill here that says peace. There's something that this person is trying to cope with. It has nothing to do with other people. It has to do with themselves. And it starts with their root chakra. Root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, all focus on fundamental foundations that are very much connected to family, childhood, things from the past. Okay? Let's take a look at, it's already 8:22. Okay. Let me just bring this one and then I'm going to end the reading with one more. Actually, let's take a look here. What's going on here with S? There's a definite internal struggle here. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. I don't know if this person was a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They're trying to see the bigger picture in regards to trying to gain some type of clarity or perspective in their lives after this breakup, separation, or divorce. But see, this is the thing. If S is trying to look at the bigger picture, which is good, is S looking at a view from above? Yeah, okay, I'll take it. That just popped out of the deck. Are they doing it with a sense of healing, or are they doing it as bypassing the healing process, right? Because let's say, because if S is being reflective with the hopes of mending, fixing, or repairing what has been depleting or creating an internal struggle through therapy, reflection, self-help, then that's good. Then this is really good that this person is looking at the bigger picture. But if this person is looking at the bigger picture without doing the internal work in regards to the healing process that is needed in order to have a new perspective, then it doesn't matter if this person is looking at something from a bigger perspective or a bigger picture, because if they don't get themselves situated and stable, okay, then it's going to be a repetitive cycle. So here it says, get the big picture. Hopefully this person is doing the right thing in trying to repair or fix this internal struggle that they've got going on, which, whether they like it or not, it's going to keep popping up in other connections if this person doesn't do the healing, the internal healing that is needed. That being said, Jazzy Bella 87, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel, continue to subscribe to the channel. I hope these messages have given you some type of clarity in regards to us. But wow, from the beginning all the way to the end of the reading, very, very clear here on that internal struggle that I was picking up from the top of the reading. Thank you so much, Jazzy Bella, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Shatira, but before I jump into Shatira's reading, I do want to say, intuitive friends, I want to say thank you for your love, loyalty, and support. Thank you so much for coming out and being part of the 9.99 Super Chat reading. These readings are not free because I go deep. I know I say 10 minutes. Sometimes I go a little over. Example, I just went over like what, 3 or 4 minutes over. I don't look at the time. I look at making sure that whatever comes through. Okay. So it might be a little bit longer than 10 minutes. Sometimes I go 12 minutes, 13 minutes, try to get myself back on track. But intuitive friends, if you're interested in taking part in these readings, just so you know, it is a $10 or $9.99 super chat only. Intuitive friends, just a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And it is up to you, your free will. Remember that tarot serves as guidance, not fixed predictions, okay? So just keep that in the back of your mind. All right, intuitive friends, I channel what comes through, not what you want to hear, not what you think you should hear, not what you wish or hope, but what comes through. I'm very upfront, straightforward, and honest. Sometimes there are things that maybe you already know that have come out in the past with other readings, with other people or whatever. Usually if that happens, it's because there's something that still needs to be taken a look at. All right, intuitive friends, thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support. Up next, intuitive friends, just as a reminder, this is a $9.99 reading or a $10 reading. Sprinkle Sprinkle, aka Shaylee. I miss you. Yes, So Shaylee, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another type of reading that's going to be donation only. And it's so funny, Shaylee. You have actually answered a question that I was having in my mind. And I've been kind of like, should I or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? And I'm like, guides, like, what should I do? Which is doing a donation-based reading. Not this one. Okay, this one is a $9.99. But I've been like, should I do like just donation-based reading? So basically you answered the question. No worries, Shaylee. I will have a donation-based reading session, so you can join me then. Okay, my love? I miss you. Hello, Beverly 608. Yeah, I'm going to have a donation-based type of reading, so don't worry about it. Okay? Just come back. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Oh, you're so sweet. He says, yes, you should always. You are more than worth it. Okay, thank you. You're very welcome. I was literally, Shaylee, I am not joking. I was like struggling whether like I know that I always give free readings, but then I was like, you know what? I should just have like a session just for like donation only and let just people donate, right? And I was like struggling with it. And it's like, you just, and my guides were like, yep, Shaylee, just come through. No worries. Just make sure that you've turned on your notification bell and all alerts so you don't miss it. Okay, my love? But there you go. My guides are amazing. Because I really was struggling with that. I was like, I see other people do it, but then should I do that as well? Or should I just, well, look at that. I was in, thank you, guides. I guess my guides are like, yes, you're worth it. Okay, yes, donation only. All right, intuitive friends. Thank you so much, Shaylee, for stopping by. Beverly 608. Thank you so much for, being here with us. Jazzy Bella 87. Thank you so much for your super chat. Up next, we have Shatira. Shatira, you have two questions, right? So the first one is what's possibly going on with Shatira and Demand? A very new connection. Just met this past weekend. All right. So let me ask you okay, yeah, let's do it that way. Let's do it the way that you put it up there. Okay. So let's see here, Shatira. What's coming through? What's possibly going on with Shatira and this new connection with Demand? Just met this past weekend. Okay, so fairly new. All right, let's see what's coming through. Well, congratulations, Shatira. Somebody's love life is moving. And then you have another question. What's going on? Oh, girl, excuse me. You're on fire, my love. Okay. Yes, thank you so much, Sparkly Shaylee. I will. I was actually drinking, literally, I'm not kidding. Look, see? Coffee, iced coffee. Well, it wasn't iced. It was just like room temperature, but. All right. Well, Shatira, let's see what's going on with Shatira and Demand. New, very, very new connection. What's the overall energy? Give us the tea. Woo! I don't know why I'm being called to do that, but my guys were like, ring that bell. Okay. All right, let's see. What is possibly going on with Shatira and this new connection? All right. So it's 8:33. Ooh, communication is key. Communication is key. Look at that. Super important that you and this person talk. Not just idle talk. So I'm going to finish with your reading, Shatira, at 25. It's 33 now. What is it? 10? 43? At 45. Okay. It's 10 minutes or so. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Super important for you to ask the right questions. Okay? Don't jump the gun. Don't jump into any direction. Intimacy should be left in the space of conversations, meaning getting to know each other. Communication is key. The more stimulating conversations, the more you're going to get to know this person. And this person also gets to know you. Now, Gemini is an air sign. I don't know if you or this person may have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius somewhere on their astrological natal chart. What I can tell you is, okay, Libra, Venus goes into Libra, I want to say August 6th. So that's really good because it's going to be in its home turf. Good between now and August 30th. Obviously, August, there's a lot of eclipses going on. Shatira, if you haven't seen the monthly reading, you should, because August reading is on fire, okay, for everyone. Communication is super important. Take the risk by, again, engaging in intellectually stimulating conversation. Ask those right questions. You don't have to give someone your blueprint on what it is that you're looking for, because you don't want someone to, act the part. But pay attention. Does this person's words match their actions? That's super important. Okay? Move in the direction of the clarity of the mind and clear clarity of the mind and clear communication. Okay? Ask those important questions is going to be important. Here with Come to the Edge, it feels like you're allowing yourself to kind of free up your space. You're coming out of your comfort zone, all right, in regards to getting to know this person and this person with you. So that's great. Now, what's interesting here is, again, this card gives me this energy of Uranus in the Fool card. Now, Uranus is now in Gemini, which is rocking, shaking things up. So whether it's you, whether it's you or this person, there's something about the third house, because, excuse me, Gemini rules the third house. So if I were you, I would take a look at your third house in your astrological chart and see what's there, okay? Because there may be something shifting there. And again, just so that you are aware, communication is important. Ask those important questions. Make sure that what is being said and what is being done, look at that. Find harmony. Again, make sure that you're not depleting yourself, that it's not just you moving a conversation forward, okay? Make sure it's mutual, that there is an even give and take, okay? Find harmony, find balance, okay? Here you have communications, you have two faces there. Remember that Gemini is ruled by Mercury. And Mercury is not only the clarity of the mind, but also the clarity of communication. And guess what? There's that flame in that right on top of the candle here that is signaling the hat. So this is looking good in regards to two people getting to know each other. All right? Don't be afraid to reject the connection or leave the connection if it doesn't feel like it's meeting what your expectations are, or if it's not meeting your standards. All right? If it's not a strong yes, then it's a no. Okay? But you're not going to know that until you get deep into conversations, this person speaking with you, you speaking with them. And it's not just about having conversations, it's about, what are your values? When was your last connection? Why did it, go its separate ways? Okay? Just important things that are surrounding your belief system, things that are surrounding your spiritual moral beliefs, things that are surrounding your moral alignment, like things that are important to you. That's what these conversations should be highlighting or should be focusing on, okay? Give me more here on find harmony, remember your worth. Yeah, by the way, it says remember your worth, all right? So again, if it's not a strong yes, then it might be a no. And if it's a no, it's fine, as long as you can't hold on to connections that don't feel right. And if it does feel right, well, then that's wonderful. Keep moving it forward. Okay, but just be aware. Don't give someone your cheat notes, your notes to the test. You got to really see, let this person show you who they are. And sometimes it happens in different ways. Okay, when life happens, how are they reacting? How are they acting? Listen carefully to their backstory. Listen, I've had a first date, and I listen to people's story, and I'm like, nope, I don't want to be caught up in that. So if you hear red flags, look at that. Shared experiences. I told you, it feels good. The more that you spend time with each other, the more you get to know each other. The more you get to know each other, the more you do things together. So make sure dates are like experiences. Going bowling, shooting pool, I don't know, anything that seems fun to you. It says shared experiences deepens the bond between you and Desmond or Demon. Sorry. All right. I told you it's feeling good. You just gotta again, make intelligent based decisions based on what you're hearing this person say and watching them do. All right. You got to make sure those things are in alignment. All right, let's take a look here. What's the tea here with Shatira and Demand? So far, it's looking like you holding on to your standards. Okay, find harmony, finding a balance, that there's an equal give and take. Okay, we give in different ways, and understanding each other's love language is going to be super important. Allow yourself to be open to the experience of just getting to know someone, and have fun. Have fun. Don't put any expectations on anything. But again, are words and actions aligning? And if they are, that's wonderful. If they're not, then like I said, if it's not a strong yes, it's a no. Because we don't have time to waste. You know what I mean? Here we go. The web weaver. Synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. There may be some sign symbol synchronicities that may be coming through in regards to this connection. Sign symbol synchronicities. There could be blessings in disguise. There could be situations here that may pop up. And it pops up just to see how this person reacts or acts to the situation, circumstance, or event. Same thing with you. So I do feel that the universe is testing this connection, this friendship, this getting to know each other. I am getting a lot of like either texting, emailing, things like, I don't know, like Zoom videos, chats, and things of that nature. Web weaver is coming up as like www, like www dot, like that. So it's giving me this energy of computer. Okay, technology being at play here. Maybe texting a lot. Make sure that it's not just texting all the time, that there's an equal balance. All right. Because if someone is just texting and they're not speaking on the phone, or if it's just kind of getting to know each other only by phone or only by video or whatever, it's not enough. You need to have some shared experiences. You need to do things together so you could get to know each other. Okay. So there you go. Don't get caught up just doing things behind the screen. And especially if you met this person through an app, be very kind of like, you need to see this person. Okay, because this is talking about shared experience. You need to see this person, go out on a date, okay, because there is this, energy here. But it seems really nice. It seems really good. I'm not picking anything up other than positive things here. Okay, we're at 45. Ooh, oh my gosh. Did you just see that? The Lover's card popped out. I was starting to shuffle this. Guess what? The Lovers in Tarot, ruled by Gemini. So you got a lot of air energy here. I wouldn't be surprised if there's someone here has a strong air placement, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, whether it's you or this other person. Now, what's interesting is, like I said, Venus is entering Libra on August 6th. Just letting you know, have all these experiences, going out, having fun. Make sure that there's no such thing as 50-50, okay? Let me just tell you, all right? This person has to show you that they are, whining and dining you, honey, okay? Because that's just how it is. Remember, when we first meet someone, you're setting a precedent. So if you go within this 50-50 mentality, that's what you're going to end up getting for the rest of the connection or the relationship. So you don't want to do that. There are differences between you and this person, which may be the reason why this is coming through, as communication is super important and it is key in order for both of you to get to know each other. The Lover's card, again, ruled by Gemini, you may be looking at this connection and may start looking at it as, what are the pros and what are the cons? What are the things that are on, my level and my standard, and what are the things that are non-negotiable? All right, because the Lover's card also is about making the right decisions for your future. There seems to be a really good affinity, a recognition of the souls here. All right. With the Lover's card. All right. Here we have the mermaid and the person who lives on the land. So this is showing that there are differences here. That's why you got communication, got to see, right? You're only going to know the more you talk to the person and the more you get to know them and they get to know you. Because remember, some people could be all talk and no action. So the Lovers is saying here, and I said it and I keep saying it, it feels good. I don't feel anything that feels kind of off. The only thing is, make sure that you're not overgiving. Okay? So this person has to show up. Okay? I'm not saying that it's only on them. Yes, you're going to need to open up as well and communicate, but this is really good. All right? Let's take a look here at your last and final card, and then we're going to jump into your next. But I'm getting here a lot of talking to each other. So I don't know if there's been a lot of talking on the phone, texting, or whatever. But there's a lot here of air energy, communication, logical, rational, analytical thinking. Wouldn't be surprised if this person is in a career where they have to think a lot, that they have to, or that they're doing a lot of computer work. But there's a lot of communication that's coming through in this reading. So this is good. But remember to also make time to spend with each other. All right, last and final, and then we're going to jump into the next question. All right, let's get some advice here. Tolerance. All right. First, we're getting a deer. By the way, deers are yin energy. All right. Yin energy. It says refusing to forgive keeps you trapped in a cycle of negativity. Listen carefully. Okay, Shatira? This is looking good. I feel that this is more about you. Continue to work on your heart chakra. Let go of anything that could create here this sense of sabotaging getting to know this person or whomever, different people that you meet. So you really need to make sure that you're doing that healing, because you don't want to be triggered by anything and lose a connection that could be developing as something very positive. But as they say, don't let your ex mess with your next. So make sure that you've forgiven, that you're forgiving yourself, you're forgiving other people, okay? Because you don't want to have that energy. It says forgiving others or yourself isn't for them. It's to free from inner torment and return to the path you were meant to walk, okay? You see that this deer is like, has this sense of peace, like I'm good. There's like kind of like that smirk there. There's an energy of inner peace, of clarity, of, I'm feeling good. So again, just make sure that you continue to pour into you, even if you've been like, oh, I feel good. You never know. Okay. There could always be some trigger that could be lurking behind the scenes. And then all of a sudden there's this like, situation. So again, just giving you a heads up on that. That being said, I am done with that portion of the reading. Shatira, let me know if these messages resonated for you. I do feel that this is going in the right direction. You know me, I will tell you very quickly if I feel it's not. But it feels good. It feels that there's a lot of like getting to know, talking, texting, especially here with this web weaver. I'm getting a lot of like texting one another. But make sure that it doesn't just stay in the texting, talking, that you actually allow yourselves to meet and go on physical dates. See how this person treats you during physical dates. Okay? They got to invest. All right? They've got to invest in, and trust me, when someone is interested, you are not going to be confused. It's going to be very straightforward. So yeah, feels good. I mean, you know me, I'll tell you exactly. I mean, you guys know how I am. I only channel what comes through. I don't like, what's this? Okay, this is over here. All right, that being said, we're going to take a look at your next question here. Okay, I'm going to use these same cards for the next question, because I want to say that the next question is also about something about dating. All right. All right. Ace, what are you doing, my love? What are you doing? You're digging. Just plop yourself there, my love. Thank you. All right. Let's go to the next question. All right, Shatira. That one was a good one. Let's see. What's possibly going on with me and Jafel? A new connection as well. Met at the end of May. Okay, so May, June, July. So far, it's been 2 months. Okay, so let's see what's coming through in regards to Jafel and Shatira. Shatira, just a reminder that these messages are, of course, for entertainment purposes only. Let's see what's going on there with Shatira and Jafel. So far, 2 months, maybe 2 months and a half, depending when this started. But what's possibly going on with Shatira and Jafel? Jafel or Jafel? It's so funny because Jafel is very close to Jophiel, which is an archangel's name. Jophiel, Jafel. Why do I keep hearing? Wait, hold on a second. I want to say that's the archangel of like love or something like that. Hold on a second. Jophiel. Because I keep. Because I work a lot with Jophiel. Archangel Jophiel. Ooh. It is it translates to beauty of God, known as the angel of beauty, wisdom, and aesthetic inspiration. Ooh, excuse me. Sounds good. Interesting. Jophiel is, just so you know, Archangel Jophiel is connected to the number 3. So I don't know if you've been seeing 3s or multiples of 3, 3, 6, or 9. Interesting. Archangel Jophiel, very much connected to the mental clarity, creative inspiration, and flashes of dark yellow or golden light. Okay. Just throwing it out there because I kept hearing, I don't know why. But you know, you guys know when my guides are saying something, I pay attention. So let's see what's going on here. Shatira and Jophiel. Let's spill the tea. What is possibly going on here with Shatira and Jafel or Jay? Shatira and Jay. What's going on here? Let's spill the tea. Let's spill the tea. Shatira and Jay. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. It's 57, 10 minutes. 07. Okay. 07 is 10 minutes from now. Okay. Listen carefully. Okay. Number 1, Aries. We got fire in the mix. All right. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Don't know if that could be of importance here or that could be some sort of placement either on your chart or on their chart. It's time to take action. Here's the thing. I'm getting that this isn't a connection that happened yesterday, right? This is a connection that's been developing since May. It's time for you to assess. I'm not telling you to make a decision. I'm telling you to assess. What do you feel? And this is not for you to tell me. This is something for you to reflect upon. What do you feel here is the tempo of this connection? Because it's coming across that it's time for you to sit down and make certain decisions about this connection. Doesn't have to be right now, today, or at this moment in time. But maybe there's been this kind of question in the back of your mind. This sense of, it's been 2 months already, or it's been 2 months and a half that you've been getting to know this person. It's time for you to make a decision. Is this a keeper or is this a person that you need to let go? I don't know the answer to that. Only you know. But it does come across as it's time to take action, whether it's for you to make that assessment or for you to see if this person is going to take the action to make something official with you. Because technically you're single. You can date whomever you want. You can date as many people as you want. because you're single. Until someone does not claim a connection, you are single. And if they do want to claim the connection, then you need to say to yourself, all the information and data that I've been experiencing, seeing, dealing with this person, with Jay, is this a connection that is worth me stopping everything and only pouring into this person and this relationship or this connection? So it's super important for you to make that sense of assessment and for you to start asking those heavy duty questions. Because if it's been superficial, and I'm not saying that it has, or if it's been just because there's a sense of attraction and passion and there's nothing of substance, or the substance isn't solid, then you need to start making an assessment here about what your status is with this person. Okay, or what they may not be saying or what they may not be doing. Give me more here in regards to Shatira and Jay. This connection has been around since May. So what's going on here? Give me more details. Shatira and Jay. No place like home. Are you feeling comfortable? Do you feel comfortable? Do both of you feel comfortable with each other? Are you sharing you know, what you truly think and feel? Is this person meeting your standards? Are you meeting this person's standards? Because it's coming close to 3 months, give or take, right? And at 3 months, you should be able to say to yourself, all right, this is a person I want to continue to invest, and see if this person, if Jay says, okay, listen, I want to make this more official. I want to make this exclusive. You see what I'm saying? So the time is coming up where certain things need to be seen in action, not just words. Okay, it's not about how sexy someone is, how much chemistry there is, how much passion there is, because I'm going to tell you, chemistry, passion, that fades. Human emotion is fickle. Today you can feel one way, tomorrow you can feel another. All right, so there needs to be some sense of standard or a foundation here that you're building something here. If things are feeling up in the air, just like this house, then it's time to take action and have conversations that give you the clarity that you need in order to decide or decipher, is this person serious or is this person just wasting my time? Does Jay align with my moral beliefs, spiritual beliefs, moral alignment? Is this person the type of person who is showing that they're ready for a commitment, or are they not? You see what I'm saying? So if something has been feeling like it's up in the air, it's time for you to start getting more certain. Or if you're not the only one, it's also Jay, it's time for him to start stepping up and showing action, especially if something has been feeling like it's on idle mode or it feels like it's in limbo. All right. So that's what I'm picking up here so far. Let's see what else is coming through. All right, let's see what's going on. What's the tea with Shatira and Jay? What's possibly going on here? Clarity and truth, revelations, honor, protection, determination, swords and roses. Okay. Yes, there may be feelings involved. And what's behind it? Poker face. Okay. Yes, there may be feelings involved. Yes, there could be mutual attraction, but what else? Clarity and truth. Conversations need to be had. If it's already been 2 months and there isn't a showing of exclusivity here. Okay? You can't put all your eggs in one basket unless we know that the basket is sturdy, that we know that the basket is good quality. Okay? X, Y, and Z. And the basket, of course, being a symbolism here of the connection. Super important to have certain conversations here with this person in order for you to get the truth and the clarity that you need so that you can understand or see where this person's head is at or where their intentions are heading to, especially if there has been the sense of idle mode. By 3 months, there should be, and I'm going to be very honest with you, there should be a clear action from Jay's end to either make or move in the direction of exclusivity where Jay and you are no longer entertaining other people. Or either we're together or we're not, because we can't allow people to waste our time. And you shouldn't waste his time either. You know what I mean? So if something has been up in the air, or if there has been this sense of you're not understanding or you're not seeing this person, Jay, showing you their consistent interest, if they are guarding their emotions and not really being expressive, then the only thing I'm going to say is you're going to end up getting more of that as this progresses. So there is this energy here of needing to gain some type of clarity and honesty in where this may be either going or not going. And it's not about pressuring. It's not about forcing or pressuring anyone, but the conversation needs to be had if you feel that this is a person that you would like to, be exclusive with. If this is not the type of person you want to be exclusive with because there is something that feels kind of up in the air or just whatever this may be, there could be things here in the connection that could be showing that. Okay, then it's time for you to make a decision whether you stay or you go. And it could be as simple as, hey, listen, you're a great person. I've had a great time with you, but I don't feel like this connection is moving in the direction that I'm looking for, right? People cannot respect boundaries if they don't understand what the boundaries are, right? So there needs to be a clear conversation here about what it is that you are noticing here with yourself in regards to this person, and assess here whether you should continue to pour time, energy, and effort. And if this person is pouring time, energy, and effort, but hasn't made this exclusive, then it's time to have those conversations here. Okay. Give me more here on Poker Face. Give me here more on Poker Face. It says inner conflict. There you go. And drifting apart. All right. You and Jay, there seems to be an internal struggle here. Something isn't as clear as you would like it to be. Either someone is not showing their emotions, or someone is not showing consistency, or they're not showing where they want this connection to move towards or develop in. That is the reason why you have clarity and truth. It's super important for you to start taking a look at this connection, because it's been in whether it's just getting to know each other. This is why I always tell people, listen, it's not about morals or anything like that, or this I always tell people, don't sleep with anyone until you have established what's going on in this connection. Just like jobs have this like 90-day period, there's a reason, because people show you who they are within 3 months. They show you who they are. And when they show you who they are, you need to believe what you're seeing, because this is, who they are. So there's this energy here of not being quite sure where either you stand in this connection or what you may want out of this connection. Inner conflict says, inner conflict makes decision making difficult. I talked about this. There needs to be a sense of you first doing the reflection, okay, of a mental inventory of what's been going on here since you met this person, and take a look at the pros and the cons, and take a look at those important standards and qualities. Remember that I was asking more information here on Poker Face. So with Poker Face, we have inner conflict, and we also have here drifting apart. The connection between you and someone is fading. So what may be going on here is that there is this sense of idle, the idle mode, like it's idling, like it's just sitting there. It could feel a little bit limbo-esque or limbo-ish. There seems to be some sense of like stagnation, or something not moving or not being sure. So super important for you to gain the clarity and the honesty through conversation reflection with yourself, and then say to yourself, is this truly the person that I feel that I want to continue to get to know? Because if it's not, then don't waste your time, and don't waste this other person's time either. Okay? See, sometimes what gets in the middle, and I'm not saying this is the case for you, okay, Shatira, I'm just saying in general, is that emotions come into play, especially if and when physical intimacy has happened too quickly. When physical intimacy has happened too quickly, then it muddies the water, because then it's difficult to place emotions out of logical, rational, analytical thinking. And then it becomes complicated, because the heart is going to move in a certain direction, or emotions are going to be in a certain direction, and then logical thinking is going to be in another direction. It gets a little bit muddy. Okay? So whatever that may be here for you, it's time for you to kind of figure something out first on your own, and then figure out what you may want to do in regards to this connection. Or, like I said, pay attention to what this person has been showing. What action has this person been showing? Because if words and actions are not meeting, then it's not worth your time and energy, right? You have more, listen, there are more fish in the sea. You know what I mean? So let's take a look at what else is coming through. Very different energy here than the first person that you were asking about. But let's see what else is coming through. Shatira and Jay. The Arrow Master, hitting the mark, intention, detachment. There you go. The person needs to proceed with intention. There needs to be a sense of intention here. We need to know why we're getting to know each other. And are we getting to know each other for the same reasons? Maybe someone is just getting to know someone here just because, oh, well, let me just date this person. Maybe another person is getting to know this, this person, or someone here is like, oh yeah, let me just like date because I find them hot, attractive, and good looking. And I just want to get to know them. Maybe someone else is like, wait, I want to get to know this person because I want to move in a certain trajectory or in a certain path. And see, there may be here this time where it's time to be intentional. See, the Shadow Queen. You need to gain more knowledge here within yourself and see what it is that you need to clearly see. Okay? The Arrow Master says hitting the mark. The only way that this archer is going to hit the mark is if, number one, this archer knows what mark it is trying to hit. Number two, it has assessed the wind direction, it's assessed its environment. Number three, it's clear focus on where it wants the arrow to hit. Therefore, there's a level of intentionality here within this Arrow Master that symbolically here needs to be present in your connection. And if there isn't that sense of intentionality or focus, then this is the reason why it's saying it's time to take action. All right? The Shadow Queen, acquiring knowledge, insecurity, manipulation. There could be some hidden details or information that need more clarity. Or there could be, Jay or you, could be one of you, someone here is confused. And they may be confused for different reasons. One person, and I'm not saying this is the case, I'm just giving you examples. One person could be confused on the level of dating that they're really ready for or looking for. Another person could be confused on the direction of the connection. There could be different reasons here why there's a level of conflict or internal conflict here. And what's interesting is, let me show you what's interesting. Number one, we have Aries energy, as I said, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now, who is the archer in the astrological, in the zodiac signs? Sagittarius. So interesting. I'm getting more fire energy. Not only that, but we also see an arrow here. So we see an arrow and a shield. So again, is someone deflecting here from making a decision or from being honest with themselves about something here? Last but not least, this person has something in their hand, a flashlight or a lantern, giving me this energy of the Hermit card in tarot. Virgo, earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That could be here of importance too. So again, what is the level of intentionality here? Has there been enough time for you to make a decision on, or for you to see someone's action be intentional or not? All right. Let's take a look at your next deck, and then we're going to end the reading with the other deck. Oh, this one about to flip over, but it didn't. And again, it doesn't have to be a decision that you have to make now, but it is something that you need to reflect upon. Because once 3 months comes up, it should either be we're together or we're not. Because you can't be wasting time on someone who may not be sure, or you wasting someone else's time if you're not sure if you want to be with them. So it's mutual. It's not just one way here. All right, give me more clarity here in regards to Shatira and Jay. And the thing is that this connection has been around longer than the connection with the question that you asked before with someone else, with D. D is just recent. This person's been around since May. So that's why this connection gets the heavy burden of, listen, are we coming or going, or what's going on here, or what actions, it's a different energy because there's been more time to do the foundational work here to see if this is something that's worth your time, as well as, Jay's time, So let's see what else is coming through. Shatira and Jay. Page of Pentacles and the Chariot with the World card. Okay. It's time to start thinking. Basically the same thing I just channeled. But here we go. Page of Pentacles. Remember that I was picking up Earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Page of Pentacles. It's time to start looking at, or having the mindset, are we grounding something that is worth giving time, effort, and consistency towards, or is there not? Pages are all about messages. So asking the right questions and seeing if the person and you, okay, if the actions, because remember, Pentacles energy is what I can see, feel, or touch. It's the 3D world. So what are the things that you have been seeing, feeling, or experiencing in this connection that are placing the idea in your head? Is this worth grounding and creating and continuing to invest in, or is it not? Okay, the beginner mindset. And by the way, Paige is coming across as someone here maybe not being as ready as they may think. Okay, just saying. The Chariot, same energy here as the Arrow Master. In order to move ahead, two people have to be on the same track. You see how this card, it has one person and another person, and they're both saddling up the seahorse. Same energy that I was picking up with the Arrow Master. Two people need to be on board if we're both moving in the same direction or not. One person can have one set of expectations. Another person can have another set of expectations. One person could be ready to have a deep, exclusive relationship. Another person may not be sure. They may just be, I don't know, Sagittarius energy. They like adventure. They like to feel liberated, freedom. Maybe they just, are in the connection in a casual way. You see what I'm saying? So time to take action and see what you may want to do next, or what this person may do next once the time comes. The World card. One chapter is going to close and another one is going to open. Now, this could be, after some set of conversation here, you get the clarity that you need in order to know where you're moving towards in regards to the new chapter. Whether that new chapter is this connection becomes exclusive and this person shows you and tells you and claims this connection as exclusive, and you agree to that and you're like, okay, let's just keep it moving forward. Or you decide there aren't actions being shown to me because this person is showing up as a page, not a king, and therefore you may choose to close a chapter here that may not be in its right alignment, or may not be moving forward in the manner that you would like to have a successful and accomplishing connection. So again, lots here to take a look and to take into mind and assess and see. And Page of Pentacles, someone here is showing up as a page. Someone is showing up as kind of starting to think, maybe perhaps this is a great opportunity. Again, I would suggest to take that mental, emotional inventory and really do that soul searching and see what actions have been shown in the past 2 to 3 months. This is your last and final card, and let's see what else is coming through for you. This is your advice, actually. It says deep connection. Listen carefully. I'm not saying that there's a deep connection here or there isn't a deep connection here. This is for you to listen to so that you understand what a deep connection is. What is the meaning of a deep connection? And through what I'm about to read to you, which is the advice that came through, you are to take that and assess this connection. Okay? A new supportive relationship is approaching. It could be a kindred spirit or a budding romance, whether it's someone new or the deepening of an existing bond. Open your heart and embrace the connection. So this could be, how deep is this connection? So far, looking at this connection starting since May, are certain actions being shown? Does it feel like it's in limbo, or does it feel like it's starting to move in a direction where both of you are beginning to continue to ground or whatever? All right? Because I'm going to tell you right now, this right here is the advice for you. And what's interesting is this card here is talking about another relationship coming in. And that relationship or that connection is the first question that you asked. Again, I'm going to read it. Look at that. There could be someone entering your life that could put this into a balance of should I or shouldn't I in regards to this connection. So, deep connection says a new supportive relationship is approaching. So funny, past weekend a new connection just approached you. It could be a kindred spirit or a budding romance. Interesting, because that first question you had the Lover's card, which I said there seems to be that kind of recognition of souls. Okay, it says whether it's someone new or deepening of an existing bond. Now here's the thing, that first question is this past weekend. This connection is one that has been in existence since May. And it then says, open your heart to embrace the connection. So, yeah, I feel that there's going to be a choice here. But that being said, that's all that I have for you. That's as much clarity as I am able to shine the light here in regards to this specific connection or person. Shatira, I hope these messages have been insightful. Let me know in the chat if these messages have resonated, and you could just drop a rose if you'd like. But again, I think there's a lot for you to assess, to think, and to figure out when it comes to Jay. And again, with your first question, get to know the person and give that time also. I don't feel like you should make a choice until you're sure about what you're seeing and the value that you're getting in the two connections. Okay. And especially with this one, because this one has been around a little longer. So again, it's time to take some action here. Whether it's this person that needs to take action, obviously I feel that that's the case, or whether it's you having to really take a look and see, do I stay or do I go? Okay, is this person aligned, or are we just drifting into this sense of like the connection is not as deep as you expected or wished or hope it would be in the span of 2 months or 2 months and a half. That being said, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and thank you so much. I'll take a look in the chat and see if there's anyone else coming through for a $9.99 reading. Intuitive friends, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like what you are seeing, if you are finding value on my channel. Intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at the August readings. The August readings are already on the channel. Super important. There's a lot happening in August. So if you haven't taken an opportunity, if you haven't gotten the opportunity to take a look at the August readings, I would advise you to do so. It's eclipse season is coming up. August has not just one eclipse, it has two eclipses. So you already know we are in for some ups and downs, which is good because it's going to allow us to be more reflective. All right, intuitive friends. So I'm going to take a look in the chat in a minute. All right, so when I clear all these cards, I'm going to take a look at the chat. If there's no one else up next, then I'm closing this reading, and then I'll be doing my donation readings. So if you're interested in that, then join me for that. All right, intuitive friends, don't forget to be part of the Lexa Tarot community. Take a look at your August readings. By the way, Venus is going to go in shadow on August 31st. So just giving you guys a heads up, a lot of connections are going to be up in the air. There's going to be a little bit of a, delays there after August 31st. So if you're making decisions on money, if you're making decisions on love connections, to all of that before August 31st, because once August 31st rolls around, Venus is going to be in its pre-retrograde energy. So you don't want to make decisions in, after August 31st. So whatever you're going to do, and when I say decisions, I mean decisions and choices in everything that is connected to what Venus influences. Venus influences, if you're going to do a cosmetic procedure, do it before August 31st. If you're going for those fillers, those Botox, that cosmetic surgery or whatever, do it before the 31st. All right. Once Venus goes into its shadow, it's going to be challenging, not only with things having to do with beauty, aesthetics, but also partnerships, connections, relationships, whether it's romantic, casual, however it may be. Okay. it starts getting more complicated. So don't wait don't wait. Oh, if you're going to move money around, if you're going to go on that job interview, start looking for a new job or whatever, try to do it way before we get into August, okay? Because those eclipses are going to be important because they're going to shed light on things that we need to clear and rebalance ourselves. But once that Venus goes into its shadow, it's going to be challenging. So now is the time to start making those moves, taking a look at your assets, money, finances. If you're going to move things around, do it now. Obviously, don't make big moves on the day of an eclipse, but you can make moves, decisions, and do certain things after the eclipses. We got the solar eclipse happening first, and then the lunar eclipse following second. You want more information on that? Then take a look at the August readings, okay? I'm also giving 20-second summary readings on my shorts. So if you just want to hurry up and see something very quickly, but I would advise you to take a really good look at those August readings. There's a lot that came through. All right, let's see here. Oh, this just jumped into an ad here. All right, let's see. Oh, Shaylee. Hello, Shaylee. I was about to do the donation readings, but okay, thank you for stopping by, my love. All right, my dear. So what's your question? What's going on with, what's possibly going on with fill in the blank? All right. Let me know, my dear. Thank you so much. Thank you, 1111. Wait, hold on. Let's see. I see you here. Oh, I see that. Shatira, I misunderstood. No, it's fine. It's not a problem. No, you could ask your question. Like, you could just give me an open-ended question. Like, what do you want to know about? Because you already did your 1111. That's fine. Not a problem. Just fill in the blank. What's possibly going on with, what is it that you want to know more about? Okay? If it's an area of your life, no. I don't need a break. I'm just saying that I was going to jump into the donation readings, but it's not a problem. Just tell me what it is that you are interested in finding out about, okay? In the meantime, Shatira wrote, met at a wedding. Okay, so I feel that that's the first person. Texting a lot. Yeah, that's that first person I was picking up. I feel it's me that's confused. Wow, and you dropped a lot of roses. Okay, good. Just want a general, please. Okay, the law. Wait, hold on. The law stuff I am doing, please. Okay, so let's just take an overall. Okay, so a general. So let's see what's going on. What is possibly going on in regards to, I think are you in law school already? I think that's what the law stuff is, right? Are you in law school already? Or are you thinking about going into law school? Is it a thought, or you already are in the or is this like a law, like a court situation? You see what I'm saying? No, I'm dealing with the immigration courts. No, I'm dealing with immigration courts. Okay, so let's see what is what's coming up in regards to that specific area. All right, so let's see. All right, Shaylee, thank you so much for your super. And just as a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And let's see what's coming through for you. What is possibly going on with the immigration courts situation that Shaylee is dealing with? All right. Okay, so it's 9:40 here in New York. 9:50 we should be wrapping up. Emotions are running high. Okay. So emotions are running high. Actually, in this deck, it is a positive card, and the card that is right after that says nothing is set in stone. So there are things here that are coming across as shifting and changing here. Okay, it seems that things are moving either in a good direction, or that there may be a lot of emotions involved in whatever is happening here. But the nothing is set in stone yet. So nothing is yet set in stone. There's room for change. So there is room for, especially if something isn't looking that fantastic right now, there's still room for things to turn into a positive outlook or have some type of positive bits and pieces here of something unfolding. All right. So if something has not been feeling like it's going in a good direction, this is saying nothing is set in stone yet. So allow things to still, because I'm hearing malleable, flexible. Okay, so there could be something here that is still taking effect or shifting and changing. There could very well be a shift here, that may bring something to the surface. Like, for example, something that you didn't see coming, or that someone else didn't see coming, but there could be here like a breakthrough or some type of loophole, because I keep hearing loophole here. Okay, so there could be some type of, like saving grace or Hail Mary, like last minute, like things may not look a certain way, and then last minute is like, whoop, there's this kind of breakthrough, or this like little sliver of bright light at the end of the tunnel. So that's what I'm picking up here. Let's see what else is coming through in regards to what is possibly going on with Shaylee and the immigration courts as she is helping someone that she loves. What is possibly going on? Give me the tea. What's the tea on that? Give me more details here. A leg up. You're definitely helping someone here, for sure. Leg up, never ending story. You feel that there's a feeling here of like something is stuck, something isn't moving. Even though you're helping and you're trying to make something move, it feels like it's either the same old story, or there seems to be some sort of obstacle or drama, or I'm getting like something here feeling like, here we go again. Here we go again. Like some type of drama here. But a leg up is you helping a situation, circumstance, or event. I'm also here dragging. Okay, so something could feel overwhelming, or something could feel like it's dragging here. All right. I do feel that there is going to be some level of movement here, though, coming up soon, because you have 34, 37. So there's like the numbers are going consecutively. So you may, like I said, there's a feeling here that there's going to be some type of, even if it's minor, even if it's minor, but I'm getting either a minor improvement or a minor progress here. Like I said, Nothing is yet set in stone. So there could be some like saving grace. There could be here last minute paperwork, filing, information, clarity that may bring something here to the surface so that this energy clears up, especially if you've been feeling like something is like lagging or not moving. Now, I'm just going to let you know there is a full moon that's coming up in August 28th. It's going to be a lunar eclipse. So a lot of shifts here may be coming through around that time in regards to this situation, circumstance, or event. Okay? And that may shift something here. A leg up with the never-ending story. You're trying to move something along, or something is trying to like move along, but something is dragging. Something may be dragging, but there's going to be some sort of like saving grace or some sort of like course correction here. Because that's how it's coming out. Emotions are running high is a very positive card. It's a super moon, so it's a very positive card. But again, something here is not set. There's room for shifting, course correction, even if it might feel tedious, or even if it feels like something is like on hold or in stagnation. Don't lose hope, because something positive could come through in regards to the situation. Again, nothing is yet set in stone means something is still taking shape. So let's get more information. This is very interesting. All right, let's get more. Give me more clarity in regards to Shaylee. Yeah, it feels like something, yeah, there's something, there's an energy here that something's got to give here in this, whatever this is. You know what I mean? Yes, it feels a certain way now, or it feels heavy, or it feels like it's stalling or looming or lingering or in this idle, like idling energy, like something is just like loading. But don't stress yourself about it, because there's room for a shift or a change that may be coming through. And remember, the eclipses are coming through, so that may be some time of reviewing, reassessing, reevaluating something also. Ooh, so we got twin flames, yin yang balance, union, duality, polar opposites. Okay? You may feel like you're being pulled in two directions at times. Now, I know it says twin flames, but I'm just telling you what it's energetically. It's as if you're being pulled in two directions at times. There are moments where, there's this energy of you having to push something, yang energy being proactive and pushing and moving something along, you helping with that proactive energy, fire energy of yang. And then there are times where yin energy, it's like you gotta just kind of like do what you can, With the yang energy, you do as much as you can, but then there are times you got to take a step back and allow divine timing and things to fall in their place to see then what is going to be the next movement or help or action that may be needed from your end. This could also be very much connected to someone that you feel very deeply for. Twin flame energy is coming across as a soul to soul or recognition of a soul here. This could be kindred spirits. This could be this kindred energy, this sense of love, union, connection, care. All right. So this is coming through, especially here with this leg up. Like whatever it is that you're doing it from a place of love, from a place of doing the right thing or helping someone, supporting someone here in some way, shape, or form. So this is beautiful. Give me more here. Shock, a sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, transformation. I said that before, and I'm going to say it again. There may be something that may be coming up, or maybe something, I don't know, something that already happened or maybe coming up. But what's possibly going on here is that there could be something here, like I said, is not set in stone. Something is changing, shifting, or moving. Whatever that something is may bring forth, whether this is currently or whether this is something that is unfolding here, that either something was shocking or is shocking, or there was some sort of revelation or discovery, whether that being currently or whether this be upcoming energy. So only you know how this may resonate for you, okay? Because I don't know and I don't ask questions. But something has come to your either attention already that either upset you, pissed you off, and you saw this. I don't cherry pick, okay? Something must have, really set you off or maybe setting you off. But here's the thing. Whatever this thing is or was or may be unfolding, something is going to shift. So it's like a blessing in disguise. Like, especially if you found something out recently or will be finding out something in the near future, it's important. Yes, it's going to be a pain in the butt. Yes, it might be overwhelming. Yes, it may feel like something is dragging or in limbo, but with this sense of revelation, information, acquiring knowledge, paperwork, facts, evidence, whatever this may be, it may pull something to move in a better position or in a better way in some way, shape, or form. Okay, because I don't know what this may be. I mean, I know what the area is about, immigration court and stuff like that, but I don't know the details of it. But that's how it's coming across. So whatever is that was found out already or may be found out, it's going to transform the situation. That's why it says here, nothing is set in stone. And there may be some sort of clarity or improvement here in some way, shape, or form. It just may come across as an argument or feeling some sort of drama about it first, is how this is coming across. Okay? Give me more information in regards to this shock. Whether this is a shock or a revelation that may have happened already or is happening right now, or whether this shock is possibly unfolding here in the near future. Give me more information in regards to this shop with Shaylee and this legal stuff. What is the detail? Unspoken tension. Yeah. Remember that I was telling you that I was feeling this kind of push and pull energy here? Now, I know it says twin flames. But remember, I channel intuitively also, right? So I just don't go by what the card is saying. Remember that I said that I was feeling that there are moments that you feel like you're giving a lot of action, and being proactive, and then there are times that you just gotta like take a step back. Again, unspoken tension here. Tension lurks beneath the surface. There may be times that you feel very frustrated about this scenario, the situation, circumstance, or event. And this is saying, don't lose your cool. Okay, don't lose your cool, because just like you are helping a person or a situation, circumstance, or event, your guides are also helping you. Okay, so you have not only people in the 3D realm, okay, friends, family, loved ones, or attorney, paralegal, whatever, in the 3D realm, but then you also have your guides in the ethereal realm. All right. And so what's important here is to realize, however this may go, all right, you do the best that you can. That's all that you can do. You can only do the best that you can and course correct any situation, circumstance, or event when it comes to you finding something out. That's all you can do. The rest, you gotta let life unfold the way it will. Because remember, sometimes tough times, and this is not about you, this is about whomever this may be about. There may be some type of karma there that this person, karmic lesson that this person needs to understand, or that you can't spare someone out of a karmic lesson. There's something here that this person needs to learn through this experience. So you can't hold yourself accountable if something goes left, and I'm not saying that it will, but if it does, you have to say to yourself, you know what? You got to give yourself credit for helping as much as you can and for clearing as much as you can the road to whatever this may be about. But at the end of the day, there may be some karmic lessons, not having to do with you, I'm talking about the other person, that they are dealing with. And at the end of the day, however this may move, in whichever direction it may move, you got to say to yourself, I did my best. I put as much as I could into helping the situation, and the rest is up to the divine. The rest is how it turns out. You know what I mean? Because you never know why people may be going through certain challenges. You see what I'm saying? And not everybody's battle is your battle to fight. All right? So take that as it may resonate. Let's continue here with giving you more clarity. And we have this deck, another deck, and then the advice. So I have three more, this and two more other decks. So we're going to speed this along. Let's see what else is coming through. Give me more clarity here in regards to what this may be about here for Shaylee. The Ice Queen, ideas preserved, non-action. Yeah, again, like I said, you could only do as much as you can. You can't force certain things to happen because there could be other reasons why certain things may not fall in its place the way that you expect or the way that you're hoping and wishing. Okay? This doesn't mean that you're not doing your very best. You are. You have two scenes here which are winter. And in this one, it's you helping the situation, circumstance, or event. And as you're helping the situation, person, or event, you are stressing yourself out along the process, right? Due to some type of shock, revelation, information, discovery, finding something out that may have either ruffled your feathers already or may be ruffling your feathers now. And this is saying you need to be aware to also take rest. Like I said, not every battle is your battle to fight. Okay? So that is coming through here for you. Now, let's take a look at what else is coming through. And then the next deck is going to be your closing deck here. Wait, hold on. How am I holding this? Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. I was holding this in the reverse. Okay, now we should be good now. All right, let's see. Give me more details in regards to Shaylee and the situation, circumstance, or event. And let's see what's coming through. King of Wands. King of Wands with the Four of Wands, okay? And the Seven of Pentacles. Give it time. Something needs time to grow. Something needs time to become more stable. And again, super in alignment with what came before. Nothing is yet set in stone. Okay. Four of Wands with the Seven of Pentacles. Something may take more time to stabilize. Something here may need more time to ground itself. Seven of Pentacles energy is having the patience to let something grow, or for the right time for the stability to take shape or to show itself in the situation, circumstance, or event. Four of Wands, connecting yourself with the right information, the right people, and making the moves that are necessary. But at the end of the day, Seven of Pentacles is about having the patience to let something grow over time, because again, something is not set in stone yet. There's some things that are shifting, changing, and need more time to grow, to expand, and to ground themselves or gain momentum. King of Wands energy. I feel this is you. You're being very proactive, confident. There's a lot of yang energy here. Like I said at the top of the reading, with this yang energy here, you're being very proactive. But also remember, yin energy, there may be times that you need to take a moment out for yourself and just let the chips fall where they may, because if there isn't anything else for you to do, you just got to let something show itself here. Okay, but I feel here that you're doing the right thing in regards to being active in something here. But this is also talking about, remember, you can only do so much. Okay, let's take a look at your last and final card. Very nice reading here. Again, a lot of cards kind of showing that, yes, there may be some tension. The tension could be some sense of clarity here that is needed in order for something to take shape or transform or shift, okay, in order for something to come out or improve over time. Last but not least, Shaylee, let's take a look at this message. Now, this message is strictly for you. What is the advice here for you? Advice here for you, Shaylee. And Shaylee, thank you again for your generosity and for your super chat. So happy that you stopped by. And yeah, I'm going to start putting donations as the readings also. So thank you for your help on that. You didn't even know that you helped in that, because I was asking that question before I came on. And you have here, be real, enough, no more hiding yourself. It says, loudly voice your inner thoughts, uphold your truth. When you speak up, you'll enter a higher vibrational level. Yeah, like I said, I feel that you're being very proactive. And again, you know, you're being authentic, you're being real, you're moving things, you're helping, you're doing what you can. And also here, allow things to show themselves, right? There's only so much that you can do. But it's showing up here as, like I said, this shows like you're very much connected here to someone. You care enough to do the right thing or to set things in motion in the right way. And, you know, be good to yourself. All right. Get yourself some rest. You know, do what you can, and whatever you can't, you can't. You know what I mean? Like you can't, like I said, you know, there's some battles that are not yours. You know, I know it sounds kind of, you know, assholey when I'm saying that, and I don't mean it in that way. But, you know, you could only do as much as you can. You could be a generous person, giving back, doing as much as you can. But, you know, some battles are not meant for you. They're meant for other people to have to deal with consequences of some things, right? Everything has consequences. When you do things the right way, the consequences are minimal. But when you do things in a way that's not the right way, okay, then there are going to be more consequences to the situation. You see what I'm saying? So there's certain things here that, like I said, you do what you can, you know, be real, be authentic as you always are, and then let the chips fall where they're made. At the end of the day, you can't pay the consequences of things that have nothing to do with you, or that you haven't, you know, that have nothing to do with you. You could only do but so much. So beautiful, beautiful reading here. I wish you the best of luck in whatever this is. I hope these messages have resonated for you. Okay, my dear? Thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support. And I wish you the very best here, because I remember it says nothing is set in stone yet. So things are shifting. I do feel that things are moving in a direction here. They're taking shape slowly but surely. So very, very good reading here for you. So I wish you the very best. That being said, intuitive friends, I'm going to put all these cards away. And when I do, I'll take a look at the chat and see if there's anyone else. If there is, I will take that person. If not, then I will close the readings. But in the meantime, intuitive friends, make sure that you're taking a look at the August readings. The August readings are up, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be a doozy. August has 2 eclipses. Okay, and Mars is going into Cancer, and Venus is going to be in shadow. Saturn just went into retrograde. All right, so there's a lot going on planetary wise. So if you haven't taken a look at the August readings, you should, because there's lots going on there. All right. All right, intuitive friends, up next, I'm going to take a look at the chat. But first, intuitive friends, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Take a look at the pick a card readings. They're always timeless. There's also, if you want more information about your readings, your monthly readings, then take a look at the bonus messages playlist. Remember, I do have the quarterly readings there for you. I did them all for 2026. Use those tools, use those resources. There could be information coming through for you in this third quarter of 2026. Third quarter being July, August, September. Okay, so we're in the third quarter of 2026 calendar year. So make sure that you take the time to take a look at that. All right. All right, intuitive friends, let's see what's going on here. Hold on. Spark, Sprinkle, Shaylee. Hold on a second. Whoa, there's a lot here. Hold on. Let me back up. Yeah, I drafted it 889 page legal packet, and they were assholes about me getting it filed in the correct way today. That could be that lightning, the shock. They pissed me off. Okay, that's exactly where that card was showing that. Okay, so I was right in what I was picking up. Of course, they won't make it easy. Okay, yep. All right, it says the law and I don't give up. Good. Yeah. Nino, welcome. Thank you so much. Nino, stay right there. Don't go anywhere. Always thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the Aquarius Leo eclipse that are coming up will be hitting my vertex. And yeah, Leo. And then August 28th is the lunar eclipse in Pisces for sure. Yep. The Pisces Virgo one hit. It's going to hit your whole. Yeah, it's going to hit my chart. It's going to hit my chart a lot. I'm a Pisces moon. So there we go. Thank you so much. Shaylee, I wish you the very best. Okay, my dear. Thank you so much. Up next, we have Nino. Hello, Nino. Nino 2027. What's possibly going on with Marie and Maurice? Marie and Maurice. All right, let's see what's going on there. What is possibly going on in that situation, or in that connection, or in that whatever that may be? We shall see. That being said, Nino, I want to say thank you for being here. And as a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. So let's see what may be going on with Marie and Maurice. All right, Marie and Maurice, what is possibly going on in that connection? Thank you, Shaylee, for the astrological information. Marie and Maurice. What's the energy here between these two people? What's coming through? Marie and Maurice. All right. There's some codependency energy there, but they are very much in a solid, intimate, or passionate connection. I don't know if this is a couple or not, but it definitely is someone. These two people are in some type of connection with one another. Okay, there's a lot of mutual respect here for one another. There's a sense of stability that's coming through between these two people. There may be some codependency situations there as well, but all in all, this is feeling like there's a deep, passionate closeness between these two people. Okay, there may be some type of, as every relationship or connection may have, listen, everyone has it, even in the most, what we call seemingly perfect connection. There may be some, again, codependent. I'm going to take a look at what that may mean, okay, or what that may mean in that scenario. But yeah, you have two people here who do have an equal amount of respect for one another. There's some type of closeness here, some type of level of respect. There's some type of intimacy, whether that be physical, emotional, okay, intimacy. And Nino, just a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. There may be a level of codependency here, but I'll see what that may be talking about. And it could be, ooh, interesting. There may have been a situation here that either Marie or Maurice had a codependency towards. Now, that could be a person or a situation. So this could be either Marie or it could be Maurice. But someone here, there was some codependent energy that either Marie or Maurice made, because this is feeling like past. There could have been a codependency energy here connected to someone or something else in the past or recent past. But I feel that this feels like independent. It doesn't feel like it's connected to these two people. I feel that this energy is connected to a past person or connection here with either Maurice or Marie. And it's as if this was either solved or was left in the past, and these two people were able to focus more on each other. But as I said, I am going to take a look at that. Now it's 10:17 here where I am. So 10 minutes, it's 10:27. So at 10:27, I should be wrapping up this reading. All right, so let me get more information. Give me more information here on this codependency energy. This could have been healed within their connection in Marie and Maurice. But let's see. Give me more details here about Marie and Maurice. Codependency, Marie and Maurice, what is this about? Pretending to be fine. You may appear strong outwardly while feeling vulnerable internally. Okay. There may have been a situation, circumstance, or event in the past or recent past, whether it was Marie's individual side or whether it was Maurice's individual side, that they were showing some false either information or false appearance. So whatever this codependent person, situation, circumstance, or event, there were either one of them, or however this may be with this codependency, they were showing either a person or an environment like, yeah, we're good or everything is okay. But it was not true. It was a lie. Okay. There could have been a third party situation. See, keeping up appearances. I told you. Someone here in the past or recent past was not showing their true colors or their true feelings about someone or something. I told you that it felt like it was two different energies. And sure enough, that's exactly, Nino, what's coming through. There could have been some sort of relationship, situation, person, environment where this person, whether it was Marie individually to Marie or Maurice individually to Maurice, that there was some sort of struggle or situation that they were dealing with independently from each other, has nothing to do with their connection. This is something else. This is feeling like a different energy, where someone here may have been stringing someone along or something along. Okay? There is a third party energy here. All right? So either this is Marie's third party energy or this is Maurice's third party energy. Because Maurice and Marie, because you said Marie and Maurice. So I'm taking it as these are two people that are together. That's why it's very important how you're going to write, if you want to know just about Marie independently or Maurice independently, then you need, those are two separate questions. Because if you're putting Marie and Maurice together, I'm just going to put that one energy together. However, this right here is giving one energy, whether it's Marie or Maurice's life, whether it's Marie or Maurice's side. Someone here was either dealing with a third party energy or making or stringing someone along here and pretending something is fine when in reality something was not. Okay? Keeping up appearances. Yeah, pretending as if something is fine when it's not. Let's find out what else is. I don't know what this is about. I'm just going to take it how you wrote the question here. What is going on with Marie and Maurice? So whoever's energy this is, that's what the energy is coming up front here. All right. So this reading, even though you wrote two people's name, it could be just focusing on one person. I don't know, because I don't know what the situation is about. I don't know, what this is. But whomever this storyline fits, that's whose energy is coming through the most in this reading here. Okay, so just keep that in the back of your mind. All right, let's see. Give me more in regards to Marie and Maurice. Your dreams need a practical plan. There may have been a change in finances here. There may have been a change in finances or a change in stability in regards to whatever this may be talking about. All right. Full moon in Taurus, your dreams need a practical plan. Something here is not adding up in regards to either stability, work, job, money, finances, or in something that is of value in regards to this person's energy that came through. Because like I said, there's an energy that's pulling me as this is something different than this energy here. Okay? So this person's dreams need a more practical plan. That means that something here isn't as solid or isn't as stable as either they want it to be, or they would, or that they're giving the appearance of it being. Because here we have pretending to be fine and keeping up appearances. okay, in regards to the sense of codependency. So either someone is stringing someone along, there's a third party energy, or something isn't adding up in regards to this person's energy, whether this was in the past or recent past, or whether this is something that is happening right now at this moment in time. But this person's energy, whomever this may be, something needs to be taking a look at, and this person needs to either be honest about what they're pretending to be, especially, or pretending to achieve, or pretending to show, because there's something here that just doesn't feel like it's falling into place. Give me more here in regards to this codependency energy. Give me more about this person's codependency energy, pretending to be fine, appearing strong when they're not, keeping up an appearance when in reality there's some sort of mask here. There could be some sort of legal or ethical or integrity. There's something about integrity being at play here. Give me more about this energy here. Rebirth and renewal. You are emerging from this darkness, transformed. The new version of you is waiting. Yeah, this person needs to turn over a new leaf in some way, shape, or form. This person wants some sort of stability or some sort of abundance and prosperity in their life. But what they're failing to understand is that in order for this person to feel grounded, stable, prosperous, or feel more like they're able to bring something into reality or manifest a new opportunity, they need to cut through the BS, the codependency, the lack of integrity, third party energy, or this energy of making it seem like they've got something together when in reality they don't. They need to heal from some sort of delusion or some sense here of a false identity or not being authentic in something. Now, this is how this is coming across. This person is coming across that they have a double standard because they expect people to be to have integrity. They expect people to be on level. They expect people to be strong and to be honest and to be this way, but they're not being that way. They expect people, there's like an expectation that this person has, but they're not putting themselves on that same standard. They hold people on a certain standard, but they're not holding themselves in a sort of standard. So it says here, different people are held to different standards. So there's this energy where this person is not being ethical, or they're not being honest or authentic in how they're going about something. And until this person doesn't shed that or end that, because this is interesting. This is coming across as the death card in tarot, although this is not a tarot deck. It's coming across as the death card in tarot. And the death card in tarot is Scorpio energy. So until they don't end this cycle and they don't change within themselves, they're not going to be able to either continue the stability, abundance, and prosperity, or they're not going to be able to ground something as they expected or how they are expecting something to grow. Okay? So there could be a little bit of stringing either a person or people or a group of people or an environment along. So there's some type of codependency energies here connected to this person that is not being as, there's a either a lack of integrity or there's a lack of being honest and authentic in regards to something, holding people at a different standard. Meanwhile, this person is doing something here. It might be a little shady. It might be something that they need, to stop doing because it's not allowing them to flow into, to grow and to flow and to flourish, especially here with Taurus, full moon in Taurus. Now I'm getting here a lot of signs. I'm getting Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm getting Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and I'm getting Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Okay. Now let's which one is this one? Okay. Let's we're already at 10:30, so let me give you this last and final card. Well, the final card is going to be the other card, but give me more here in regards to this person's energy. You mentioned two people, but I'm but I'm getting one person's energy here coming through stronger than the other. So you need to figure out, does that resonate more with Marie or does it resonate more with Maurice? But yeah. All right, so let's see. Give me more details in regards to this energy that I'm picking up on this person. The ringmaster of scrutiny, discernment, clear vision, details. You see what I'm saying? And you see that this card has a little mouse right here. I don't know if you could see it. Right here, there's a little mouse. In the Lenormand deck, the mouse is, or the mouse represents someone or something that starts off as a little problem and over time becomes a very big problem. So this energy here may have started as something small or a small pattern that was seen or picked up by someone or showing little signs, but over time, this has been or may create a very big issue, situation, blockage, or problem here that's going to be consistent. Okay, this is a consistent issue that gets bigger and bigger over time. And there's a level of discernment here when it comes to dealing with this person or this person's characteristics or personality here. Because something here is not being fully disclosed or not being fully shown. Because like I said, this person is keeping some sort of appearance. Like, yeah, I'm good, or yes, I have money, or yes, I have a good job, or yes, I am stable, or no, I don't have any issues. I don't have any problems. I'm good. You know what I mean? But it's not. They're pretending to be fine in something that is connected to their stability or to what Venus influences, because Venus rules Taurus. So it could be work, it could be job, it could be money, it could be, they could be showing like, yeah, I'm good with my home, or I'm good with money, or, but it's not true. There's something here that's not true. This person could be gaslighting someone. Someone is being gaslit here in some way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? in regards to the two energies, like I said, it started off with like there's a level of respect here with there's either a level of respect between Marie and Maurice, or one person highly respects the other but does not understand that there is one person here who's not being authentic or honest about something here. And it's about something with value. It's something about something that is valued. You see what I'm saying? That's how this is coming across. All right, give me more here. And then we're going to end with another deck here. I'll take a look at the chat once I'm done, but that's all that I'm picking up here in regards to the situation, circumstance, or event. Let's see what else is coming through. Actually, I'm being told, well, hold on. We're going to end with this card here. Give me more about this energy here with this person who's codependent, who may be gaslighting, who may be showing something that is not authentic. Wow, 6 of Swords. The end of challenging times. This person may either end or has ended a situation, circumstance, or event, or may be close to having to make a decision about leaving something behind, or being honest or coming clean about something. Okay? So 6 of Swords, in regards to this person, it says the end of a challenging time. Things are looking up, or may look up, but they need to change something first. Rebirth and renewal. Okay? Someone here is not being honest and authentic. I'm just saying. Someone's not being honest. I'm telling you, I don't know what this is about. Things are looking at a welcome of relief, finding your way to a peaceful place, the end of depression or illness, travel or relocation. This person is trying to leave something behind, or was trying to leave something behind, but they're not aware that whatever it is that they're trying to leave behind is like following with them, because something hasn't been either fully ended, or someone is not being straight up and being honest here about something. Nino, that's all that I have for you in this reading. I hope these messages have been insightful. I went a little bit over on that, but I hope these messages have been insightful. That's all that I can gather here in regards to this energy. Again, as a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And let's see if there's anyone else here waiting for their turn. It doesn't seem like there isn't. Nino, you wrote they are not in relationship. There is a third party in Maurice's life. Okay. They're not in a relationship. So Marie and Maurice are not in a relationship. Okay. So then why even bring up Marie if that's the case? You could have just asked about, you could have just asked about Maurice only. But anyway, it's Maurice's energy with codependency, Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus. Yes, you are right with the second energy. It is Maurice. It's about Pisces and a third party. Okay. Well, there you go. This energy, they're not being very clear. And, but again, respect and intimacy did pop up at the beginning of the reading. So take it as it may resonate. But this person here is not, they seem to like each other. Okay, yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, respect and intimacy, definitely. There's some, like I said, Marie and Maurice, they seem to like each other, get along. There's some type of intimate energy here. Okay, So whether it's them liking each other, whether it's that they feel that they can talk to each other, whether they've been talking to each other, whether it's an energy that they have towards each other. But Marie and Maurice, they seem to be really good together, or good energy. This seems favorable. So there's definitely something here, like I said at the top of the reading. What seems to be the problem is, again, one person's energy here is shady. There's something here that's not what it seems. But Marie and Maurice, they're good. Like I said, it could even be, you said that this is Maurice's energy. So it could be Marie who has a lot of respect for Maurice, but Maurice has all these issues going on. You see what I'm saying? But there is a level of affinity towards each other, whether it's liking each other, interested in each other, whether it's just give it some time and these two people are going to get together, whether it's they feel very comfortable in talking to each other, in texting, whatever it is. But there's a lot going on here, so this is, just this person is not being honest with someone else. Okay, so this person is not being honest here about how they, and that may be the case. Maybe there's a lot of emotions and feelings towards Marie, but this person is not saying anything. They're saying, oh no, they're just a friend. There's nothing. You don't have nothing to worry about between me and Marie. I mean, if I were to see this, yeah. And this energy here, yeah, there's something here. They're trying to make it seem like it's not. They may even say, I'm not even talking to her. I'm not texting her. I don't see her. I haven't gone out with her. But that may not be the case. You see what I'm saying? There's some level of double standard. And it might be because Maurice doesn't want someone else to talk to someone else. You see what I'm saying? So there's something here that's not on the up and up. This person is not being honest here with something here. Okay, so there we go. All right, that being said, I hope these messages have been insightful. Thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support, and thank you so much for being part of this super chat live. That being said, intuitive friends, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts so that when I come on, and hold on one second, let's see. It said he was not over his girlfriend. Nope, I agree. I agree with you. He was not. There's something here for sure. And the reason why he may not have said, that he was not over his girlfriend was because he created a double standard. He lied. He said, yeah, everything's okay, but it's not. There's a connection here in some way, shape, or form. You see what I'm saying? And there's a double standard. He wants people to be honest with him, but he's not being honest with himself. And he's not being honest about whatever this energy is here with respect and intimacy. All right? So that being said, thank you so much. And thank you. And I'll see you soon. Okay, my dear? All right, intuitive friends, don't forget I will be back a little later maybe, or maybe tomorrow, and we'll do some donation readings only. If you're interested in that, don't forget to come back and take part in that. All right, take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.